I think helping children and helping old people are just two things, and maybe helping animals. Those are all really special, and we have people in our community who do wonderful things in all of those areas. Today, my guests are people you've met before. They're very involved in helping children, and particularly through our court system with the Voices for Children court-appointed special advocates. And so we want to welcome back Liana Lowey. She is the Executive Director, and we thank you for coming.
Thanks for having us.
And of course, Kate Mason is Director of Recruitment and Education for Voices for Children. And so, Kate, thank you for being here. I have to quickly say, I think all of us in town have been watching you rediscover your offices and the building project that just went on. Did it turn out the way you wanted it to?
Absolutely. I think it exceeded our expectations. We were just thrilled with the office space, but also with the community's response. Everyone seemed to get behind it, and we are thrilled to have tripled our training room size to be able to train more advocates to be a voice for children in court. So we were just very pleased with the outcome.
Well, and speaking of training, that would be your area, Kate.
That's right.
You're doing some recruiting, and you're going to be doing some training. Talk a little bit about that.
We will. We now have room to train up to 30 people at a time, so we want our class size to be nice and big this time, to be court-appointed special advocates, to actually advocate in court for the best interest of an abused or neglected child in foster care. And our training will start February the 19th. There is an application and interview process. I'm the person you contact, and we want you to be part of CASA.
Well, I'm curious, first of all, what kind of time commitment will people be making? I think that's important to know. And then secondly, are there any special skills that you're looking for? And what age children are they going to be working with?
We represent children from 0 to 18, so we have babies, we have teenagers. I think the special skills we're looking for are people who can be very objective about a very emotional subject, people who have a heart for children, and people who do have a little flexibility in their work. A lot of our advocates are employed full-time, but there does need to be a little flexibility, and we're asking for about 15 to 20 hours a month of volunteer service.
Good, good. Well, that sounds doable. It absolutely does. And of course, none of this comes without cost, and this will be the 8th time you have had an art event, the art of helping children. Of course, you all are specialists at the art of helping children, but you've involved some other people. Talk about that.
Well, we've got a great group of ladies that serve on the art auction committee each year, and really have solicited from the community and from local artists just donations of art, not only art, but we have an Art of Living Well section, lots of pottery. We've even had furniture in art auctions past, and a real showcase of the community's talent. And you're right, it does help to fund the CASA program, so that we can train more advocates and have additional staff, or have the staff to be able to guide an advocate once they take on a case.
In the art auction, now all the training is free.
Yes.
If you'll come and work, you will train them to do that. But this does come with a small price. Talk a little bit about that, and also if there's going to be a preview before the art exhibit.
Sure. The cost to attend the event is $65 per person, and it's out at the Brazos County Expo Complex, so a wonderful venue. And there's also a meal included, and that's provided by Global. Global caters the event, so you know it'll be wonderful food. And it's really just an opportunity. We don't have any preview of the art prior to the event, but it's an opportunity that night to just come and browse, have a cocktail, have some hors d'oeuvres, have some dinner, and just see the beautiful pieces that we have to offer, walk through. It's a very airy place, and so it's just a really fun evening, a way to be able to collect some nice pieces, but also really help children in the community as well.
And do we know yet who the auctioneer will be?
It's all a silent auction, so we don't have a live auction any longer. So we did in early years, but
okay, yes.
So the auctioneer could be yourself
well,
if you wanted
there you
it
go.
to be.
Well, in thinking about that, it is at the Expo Center, and what time does that start?
It'll be at 6 p.m. on March 5th, and it'll go till 9 p.m. that night.
Well, any meal I have not cooked is wonderful, but these are especially good, so that's terrific. And Kate, I want to come back to the training, because if people have questions, we're going to put up the website address. Will there be a space on there that they can ask you things that they are wanting to know more about before they say, send me an application?
Absolutely. There's you can email me directly, or there's a VFC at vfcbrazos.org, which all general questions can come to that email. They'll be passed to me, and I'll contact people directly. And we do like people to really think about it carefully, really consider the weight of the role. It is a legal role. You are advocating in court for a child's best interest, and we want people to ask questions and be sure it's right for them.
Well, here's the first opportunity for training that we're talking about, and here's the times and dates: February 19th and March the 5th at 8 a.m., February 21st, 22nd, 28th. That gives you that overview. Then March 1, 7, and 8, that's at 5:30 p.m. So if you can't do mornings, you can do evenings, it looks like, or is that all together?
It's all together. It's a 30-hour training. 30
hours. 115 North Main, that's their fancy new offices that they just had redone. And here's the website, vfcbrazos.org, and we'll quickly look at the next page. This is the Art of Helping Children, March the 5th, 6 to 9 at the Expo Center, Expo Complex Center, actually, and the cost is $65. And if you want to ask information, 822-9700, or again, here is that website. And here are the people who are going to be honored. So quickly, Liana or Kate, tell us who these folks are.
Sure. Each year we honor 3 categories of honorees, and this year we have our advocate for children on the right is Kay Huff. She's been an advocate for the same child for 5 years and has really followed his progress, and I believe helped him reach his potential in her advocacy. We also are honoring there in the middle Mr. and Mrs. Reese, Al and Beverly Reese. They have been foster parents for several years and have adopted 9 children from the foster care system, just real advocates for children. And the last category is our champions for children, and that's going to be Dr. Peter Witt and Dr. Joyce Neese.
It'll be a big evening. Thank you, ladies, so very much.
Thanks.